Hello YouTubers, welcome to Johnny's NetSec YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna show you an easiest way to access your home network through public internet. You don't need to install any client, you're just using your browser and access through your public URLs with your domain, and then you can easily access your home internal network service such as web server, database, RDP server, containers, and Linux servers. It's not like traditional point-to-site VPN. You may need a VPN client to be installed, or it's also not like the site-to-site VPN as I'm showing here, which I configured before. You need two VPN gateways to be configured to talk each other first. With Cloudflare Tunnel, you don't need to install any client, just using your browser, and you can have secure control with zero trust security model to access your internal network resources. It sounds very complicated setup, but actually it's very simple, easy to do. Now let's start it. Cloudflare Tunnel. This technology is not a new thing or new feature from Cloudflare. It has been in the market for quite a while, at least since 2019 when it was released as a beta version. Later on, it released the WA Plus version, which is using Argo product to do the VPN tunnel. After a couple years, finally, Cloudflare decided your user don't need to purchase Argo to create tunnels. Then they renamed Argo Tunnel to Cloudflare Tunnel. No matter what name they are using and how they are changed, the concept are same. Basically, the user using browser to access Cloudflare Edge network, and then the Cloudflare has been installed a small lightweight agent on your internal networks which gonna communicate with Cloudflare Edge network. So the remote user gonna using browser to access this Cloud Edge network, eventually gonna be mapping to your internal network services, either web server or your database or RDP server or your container server, even Linux server. They can be accessed through public URLs across the whole internet network. Of course, there's a lot of security features can be enhanced and enforced through this Cloudflare Edge network. We are gonna give you a simple steps to follow to show you how easily we can configure this topology and allows you to access your internal services through public internet. I have listed all steps in my blog post, which you can easily follow to go through all configurations. The first step, let's add a tunnel. Of course, you need to have Cloudflare account, so it's free. You can go to Cloudflare website and follow the instruction to get your free account. After that, you may want to get your free domain if you don't have one. So to get this Cloudflare tunnel working, you does need your domain record managed by Cloudflare. So as I can show you here, I have my own test domain created from eu.org. If you don't have your domain, you can apply from eu.org to get the one. Check my list video for how to get it and integrate with Cloudflare. Once you logged in, you can go to Zero Trust page. In the Zero Trust page, you will need to go to Access page. There's Tunnels page here. The basic steps has been listed on the Tunnels page at the tunnel. We were gonna follow this wizard and finish it quickly at the tunnel. So we got a tunnel name, home, save tunnel. So now you need to install connector. Basically, it's a lightweight Cloudflare service installed on your local network on any machines, Windows, Mac, Linux, Docker, 64-bit, 32-bit, doesn't matter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download this and install on this Windows machine. That's my home machine. I do have access to my internal network, for example, my router. Now we are adding a tunnel, so now we're gonna install and run connector. Depend on your machine's OS, you may need to download different MSI file or installation file. I'm gonna use in Windows, and it's gonna be good enough for me, so I don't have to change. It's 64-bit. So I'm gonna download this MSI file. You may get some warning message, but just make sure you select keep it anyway. Then you open file to run it. Windows also gonna warn you, since we know this is from trusted source, so we're gonna continue to run it. Once it's done, we can take a look at the installation folder. So Cloudflare has been installed under this folder. You will not get a notification this service has been installed, but that's okay. The next step, we're gonna open a command prompt as an administrator. You can use this. Copy the whole command and throw into here. If you get this output, that means your installation has been done successfully. So you can go to next step. Since Cloudflare service has been installed successfully, we're gonna go to next step, which is to configure the tunnel to route traffic to our application. So we're gonna choose a local application speed test website I create internally for my home 192.168.2.8 running on port 3000. It's a typical web application. So I'm gonna put the speed test for my domain, and which is HTTP site. Let's double confirm. See, HTTP site, we don't have to do HTTPS. And we're gonna put the port in there. Not only the IP address, you also need to put port 3000 to make it complete your URL. After that, you just need to do save tunnel. As you can see from this tunnel screen, you will see the home tunnel shows healthy status. That means we installed the service successfully. It's also, you can double check your configuration for public host name. We also can see this configuration has been added in. Basically, this public URL will be route the traffic to your internally HTTP 192.168.2.8 3000 port. We can quickly check it. Now you can see right now we are running on the speed test website through Cloudflare tunnel. It can running from my home machine. Actually, it's go out and go to Cloudflare tunnel and then come back in to my home network to test the speed, which is really cool. So you can get all your friends or other people to use it if needed. It's public available service now. With Cloudflare tunnel, you can easily expose the applications or your private network to the internet, and it's gonna become public service, which brings lots of security concern. The zero trust model here, which not only provides you the access, it also gives you lots of security control before you can use this internal service or internal network. They will need to verify your users. It's right user. You have the authorization to use it. That's the whole core concept for zero trust. No trust before we can verify the user and verify the permission. So the authentication is the method we can use to protect our internal network and internal applications. For login method, we can integrate those popular identity providers such using Azure AD, GitHub, Google account, or other accounts can be integrated with Zero Trust Cloudflare tunnel to enforce the security. By default, one-time PIN has been added. You don't even need to do anything. We can use one-time PIN to enforce the security for authentication and authorization to access your internal applications. To do that, we're going to add an application here. Since it's self-hosted application, we're going to add an application name. The session duration is default is 24 hours. So we know our application name is speed test. So we're going to choose the same domain we're using. There's a minimum configuration we are needed with the Cloudflare Zero Trust model. You just need to choose minimum configurations and then follow the wizard, then you can easily enforce your security policy. So we're gonna use policy name to do OTP authentication. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna allow so session duration, those will be default settings. So the most important part is configuration rule. Basically, you need the configuring how you're gonna authenticating this user, how you're gonna identify this user. You can use certificate, you can use email address using one-time password. That's what we're gonna do. You can use IP range, and then you can mix all those configurations together to make it more granular to control your access. For this example, I'm just gonna use in my account to test it. You also can add a multiple account. So if you have multiple users, just add them here. So then they're gonna get the authentication token, one-time token from email, then they will be able to use this application. So that's the settings you are needed. So that's how you can see how easily you can put the security on your internal application once you export to internet. We're gonna give it testing again. So now you need to enter those allowed email address. So for me, I'm gonna put one email address here. Now you should be able to get the email. So here is an email. So you'll get the link. You may also get the code. So let's type in the code. Sign in. So that's it. You will get this page again for speedtest.51sec.eu.org after you correctly authenticate yourself, and based on your access permission, the security rules, you have been authorized to access this page, and then you can access to it. So that's how simple, how easily you can expose your internal application and internal network to the internet, and also enforce the security on those exposed services. I hope you enjoyed it and get useful information from this video. Thank you for watching. Again, if you like this video, give me a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. That does support me to make more useful videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.